I figured out what I'm going to do with my cardigan. Thank you so much for all of your advice. I'm going to do a conglomeration of all your advice. For a refresher, this is the ballerina wrap top. I don't like the fit of it. I'm at the point where I should stop increasing and make the little loops for the ties on the sides, and I don't like the fit of it. So what I'm going to do instead, I am going to frog it, but I'm not going to frog the whole thing. I'm going to come back to the underarm. So I'm going to come back here. I've done quite a lot. And then there are so many patterns in Ravelry that talked about they adjusted the rate of the increases as they knit the body. And I'm just going to do that. And then hopefully that will I'll be able to extend it longer. And I can still have my cute cardigan. And then one day I will get a knitted dress out of probably a non-superwash yarn that won't stretch crazy. So I'm super excited. I was so grateful for your help, your tips, because I've just never knit with alpaca before. But my gut was saying, I wasn't happy with it. My gut was saying, don't do it. Don't continue. So I'm not going to continue. I'm going to take a step back. And if it doesn't work, after that, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge if we have to when we get there. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to simply get it back on the needles and frogged back. There it is. There's the armhole. Frogged back. And I don't think I'm going to knit on it. I don't want to knit on it. Maybe I'll change my mind once it's back on the needles, but I want to take a break from it. Okay, one ball taken out. Second ball just underneath the underarms. It did not go super smoothly because I kind of picked up the rows. I skipped some rows. Like I hopped down a row and then hopped back up, and so I had to tink back a little bit and then undo it and transfer the stitches. But it's done. I'm gonna do some research into what I want to do, but not now. Now, I just want to be done. I did it, and I want to be done. So I'm putting it away. It's back on the needles, ready for me to go when I'm ready. But I'm not ready. All I want is some mindless knitting. Mindless hat knitting. That's what I'm going to do. We have sickness in the house. It's just my oldest one so far, and so far just a fever and congestion, but it's so sad to see him sad and sick and just laying around, and all he wants to do is watch Bluey. We've had so many hours of Bluey. It's driving me bonkers. Yesterday, I got the cardigan ripped out, which you saw, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I might just follow Handmade by Florence. I might follow her modifications. She has made 3 of these sweaters, and I love the way they look on her. So I might just follow her modifications, which is, I think, still increasing every right side row, but no like rapid increasing that the pattern calls for. So I'm leaning towards that. But I'm still, with sickness, with this, I still have no desire to work on it. So I'm super close to my hat being finished. I think I have like 1 more inch, and then I get to bind off. And then I also have a sock I can knit on. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to knit on the cardigan until I'm excited about knitting on the cardigan. That's the great thing about having multiple projects on the needles. I don't always do that, but I am loving it in this season for having multiple projects on the needles. There, I think that's a little better. My oldest one has his first day of school tomorrow, and he has a fever today, so he can't go. So I'm so bummed. It's just like an orientation day. It's not technically the first day, but we've been calling it the first day. So I think I'm still gonna go and like meet the teacher and get all like the information, but he's really sad not to be able to go, and it is really sad. He's excited for pre-K, so it's really just stinky timing to get a fever. Poor guy. But yeah, he's gonna be in pre-K. Isn't that wild? It's wild to me. When I first started this podcast, which I don't know if I would call this a podcast anymore really, but when I first started this YouTube channel, I think he was 1, maybe 2, almost 2. I feel like you guys have really grown up with my children, but I wasn't showing my children back then. It was just podcasts, so I like this. I still really like this format of filming vlogs and like documenting where you get to be a part of it more, and I think that feels really special. It is raining cats and dogs outside, just started. If you can hear that, I'm probably gonna go because you probably can hear that. Okay, I'm just gonna relax. Just finished the hat. I cannot express how much I flippin' love this hat. It is such a joy to knit, and I think one thing, like, it's really easy to cast on. Sometimes if a project is too fiddly to cast on, it's like, it's just a barrier to do it. Sometimes if a project is too fiddly to cast off, again, too fiddly, I don't want to do it. But I've just loved this bind off so much, the folded hem. I think it's just so, it's so quick. Once you get the hang of it, it is so quick. And I think it looks so neat. And the cast on is just so easy. Okay, let me try it on. Oh my goodness, I need a raise. Oh my gosh, this is just perfect. This is just perfect. I am in love with it. Okay, isn't this amazing? I have not blocked these hats, but now I'm going to. These are the adult medium size. And I dyed them with basically the same yarn. The pink and the greens are the same color of dye. This one does have like a yellow in it, but the pink and the greens are the same, and you would never know. Isn't that amazing? I love dyeing yarn so much. I really want to dye another one. Like, I really want to dye another skein of yarn and knit another one. It's August. I could totally do that. Oh, I might know next week's vlog. That's exciting. Okay, I'm just so incredibly happy with this hat. I'm so happy with it. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going on and on about this, but I'm so happy with it. I'm not making any promises, but I think the next hat that I do, so I'm going to dye another skein and then start the next hat, and I think that one I'm going to film like a tutorial for the increases and then the bind off, and then after that, like, write the pattern. I think I really do want to release this as a pattern. I'm laughing because it just feels surreal to say. I just love it so much. It's the perfect thing to knit for like a mindless knit with a skein of sock yarn, that if you don't love to knit socks like me, I like knitting socks. I like wearing socks, but it's not my mindless knit project. But you could still do it you could still buy a beautiful skein of sock yarn and then knit a hat out of it. Okay, I'm so excited. But now it is time to work on my pair of socks. I'm going to black these later, and then I do get to work on some socks while I brainstorm the next color that I want to dye. So far I have pink and green, green and pink, green, and pink and blue. So I'm thinking I want to get a different color. Look at all these. I'm obsessed. I've got to get another color, right? We'll see. Ooh. Are down. My husband's at a game night. I have the evening to myself. It's been so dark and gloomy here that really all I want to do is just sit, watch TV, and finish my heel flap. The pattern that I'm doing with the Bakery Bears Summer Stitching Knit Along calls for an eye of partridge heel. But I feel like in this yarn, I just really... oh, it's so dark. Oh, and my battery's blinking. I'll be back. As I was saying, it's like navy yarn, so I really don't think it's worth me doing the eye of partridge heel. But I'm going to do it anyway. In spirit of the knit along, I'm going to do it anyway. I feel like a knit along is the perfect time to try a technique that you haven't normally done. And like in June, during the first Summer of Stitching sock knit along, I did a square heel turn, I believe. Yeah, a square heel turn and then a flap and gusset, you know, the whole shebang, which I haven't done a heel flap and gusset in a long time. And I really liked it. And this one is also a heel flap and gusset, but the eye of partridge heel flap. And so I thought I'm just going to go for it and see if I like it. So that's what I'm doing. And I feel like it would just feel really cozy tonight I have some immunity tea steeping right there because my little guy is sick. So I'm hoping to fight it off with some immunity tea. But I also want ice cream. So hot tea, frozen ice cream. I have found that ice cream that I can have that is not artificially sweetened and that doesn't have any emulsifiers in it. It's called Ice Cream for Bears. It is phenomenal. I haven't had mint chocolate chip in years. I mean, since my first son was less than 1, so over 4 years. And they have a mint chocolate chip ice cream. It was perfection. So I feel like having some ice cream would be nice. Also putting on Midsummer Murders. I'm in the middle of an episode, but I'm watching it with my husband. I don't know how he would feel about me finishing the episode without him. I don't know how I would feel about finishing a murder episode while I'm here alone with the kids. Oh, I don't know. But I'm all caught up on YouTube. I don't know. The world is my oyster. We're off to a much better start today. My big guy woke up with no fever. He's running around feeling great. He still has congestion, but he's running around feeling great. He still had to miss his first day of school. It was just like a meet and greet orientation day, like half day. So his proper first day of school is Tuesday. So he was bummed about that. I was bummed about that. But I still got to go with my little list, which was a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit crazy. Was it worth going? I don't know. I was out in the hallway a lot with a 18-month-old who just wanted to run. But I think it was worth it. But they're down for rest. I'm exhausted after handling him for like an hour. So it's time to knit. I wanted to show you. So I'm just following the video tutorials for this knit along by the Bakery Bears. And I'm caught up. So we just need to do the heel flap and the French heel turn. And then next week we will pick up stitches and do gusset decreases on the foot. So this week I had a very short amount to work on. Just the heel flap and the heel turn. And I think now you can see that it is just barely noticeable, the Eye of Partridge heel flap. Probably not worth it. I mean, I will match the second sock to this one, but hindsight's 20/20. I don't think it was worth it. You can barely notice. So I wanted to give you an update on that. Let me move my marker so I can catch you up next week. Truly all I want to do is knit hats, but I don't have any more yarn. So, and I really want something mindless because I'm exhausted. I don't want to have to read the knitting pattern for my cardigan. And all I want to do is knit hats. But my next mindless project is my blanket. So I'm tossing away my cardigan and let's get out the blanket. Let's see where I am. I might even be in the middle of, ooh, this is exciting. I'm in the middle of the contrast stripe. So that means I'll most likely get to the next color today. The next color is very purpley, moody. It's focusing. Vlog. I did not get to chat again yesterday, which I expected to because my little one, I think, is getting what my oldest one had, but hopefully it just leaves him as quick as it left the oldest one. But yeah, so he woke up, only took a 30-minute nap, woke up crying, and then really just never stopped. But on good news, the new medium-size hats are dry. This is the one that you've seen, and this is the one that I just finished this week. So pretty. I love the folded hem. Yes, this is much more my size of a hat. Or at least with my preference of negative ease, but it's very comfy, very cute. I love just a teeny bit of slouch up there. I love that. So cute. It's been a little bit of a hectic 2 days, but that's okay. Hopefully the sicknesses come and go and last just very quickly. So we will see. I did have an update. I chose a giveaway winner for after my last, whenever I chose that giveaway vlog. It was about a month ago. And I haven't received a response from the winner. So I drew again. I contacted her a few times and gave her a heads up that I've got to get the skein out of my yard, or out of my house. So I drew a new winner, and the new winner is, okay, well, it's so funny. I, of course, recognize people who comment like all the time on my videos, but I know their handles, and some handles are very obvious what names are, but some aren't. This one is Alex Girl, and I always, when I see it, I always think, oh, it's Alex who commented, but then I always think, I don't know if that's her name, but Alex, how I think of you, you won. So I will comment on your comment on that giveaway vlog and, tell you that you won, give you my email and stuff for you to email me. But yeah, that is so exciting. So it's sad that I couldn't pass it along to the first giveaway winner because she didn't reach out in time. But yeah, in a way, it feels like two people have won. And Alex, you're so sweet, and all your comments. So I'm really happy to be giving it to you. That is it. I'm gonna go and edit this, hopefully before anyone wakes up. And I will be back next week with another vlog. Thank you for being here. It always means so much. And I just always love connecting with you every week. So this is a very fun place to be because of you. I'm very grateful. Okay, I will see you next week. Bye.